Hey Dylan, I want to sell all my gold. There's a bunch of like little bars, so there's a couple of coins. There's interesting what I wanted to ask you. There's a 1 gram coin versus 1 gram bar.
Okay.
Does it have premium or not really?
So the coin would technically usually have more of a premium than the bar, but the fact that these are PAMP, they're a little bit more sought after compared to Volcambi. So those would trade about equally.
Okay, what about half a gram? I have a half a gram graded coin and half a gram bar. And I think this PAM as well. No, this is just a silver bill and some minted thing.
Yeah, the bullion exchange. So with this, it would be quite a bit difference because these, they made a pretty low mintage of those. These, they can make as many as they want of them. So being that that is a much lower mintage, it'd be more of a collector coin than gold value type of piece. So that one would actually have to look in our reference material and just pull up what the value of that would be, because it really just depends on the date. This stuff's pretty easy to figure because it's pretty straightforward. You basically,
just 1 gram, yeah.
Yeah, 1 gram, half gram. You got what, 2.5?
And a 5, yeah.
And a 5, yeah.
What about this? I love it. This is so funny. People put them in a junk drawer. How much gold is there? Do you even buy that?
Yeah, so we buy it. Right now, the gold value is...
This is a 1/4 grain. That's so funny.
Yeah, so you actually, with grains, you have to do a whole configuration on that. Right now, 1 grain is worth $3.77, so that's 1/4 of a grain.
Okay, so it's like less than $1. It's so bad. Wow.
So
no wonder they put them in a...
So that's 94 cents.
No wonder they put them in a junk drawer just to title it gold.
Exactly.
So I want to sell it. Let's sell all that gold, see how much I'll get. And I have a whole box of 1 grams.
Sounds good. We'll do some figuring. The good thing is, because this is smaller gold, all of it will bring a premium. Some of it quite a bit more of a premium than the gold value.
Okay. So how much do you buy 1 gram bar right now?
Yeah,
the gold is 1821. It's going up as we speak.
Yeah, it keeps going up today, which is nice for a change. So right now, the gold value in one of those is $58.55. Right now, we are paying $64 a bar on those.
Okay. How much weight have we got here?
So if you calculate all the different amounts here, it comes up to a total of 66 grams even. And then if you divide that into ounces, it's 2.12 troy ounces.
Okay.
Right now, gold value is $18.21 per ounce. But because this is better stuff, it all brings a premium. So we actually pay at an average of $2,008.80 per ounce.
That's nice.
Yep. So it's
What's the total?
on the total of what's right here was $4,258.70.
Let's do it.
All right, sounds good. We'll add it to the other stuff.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
So Dylan, I got right here gold box. By the way, I'm here with Dylan, Silver Mountain Coin and Jewelry on Pattern in Nashville. So what do you think about this gold box?
So I've seen a lot of these come up lately. It's kind of an interesting concept because, you know, a lot of times the fractional gold, you think of like 1/10 of an ounce or 1/20 of an ounce. So, and even that seems pretty small to a lot of people. But now you have 1/1000th of an ounce.
Yeah, so it's spendable gold in a sense.
Yeah.
I think in Utah it's actually legal tender. People actually use it in Utah and a couple other places.
Okay.
I seen it. You can buy ice cream. They have a sign accept gold box and things like that.
I gotcha. So it's kind of like in this area in the mid 2000s, we had the coins over here that were called North Feds.
Oh, no way, for real?
Yeah, you may have seen the style before.
I didn't know they were used this way.
Yeah, so basically when these first came out, the people here, different shops would actually accept them as a currency. There was $10 ones, $20 ones, $50 ones. There's even real tiny ones.
What year was that?
They were kind of in the mid 2000s. This one.
Oh, wow.
Well, this one is from 2000, but you see a lot in like 2008, 2006. He actually got arrested because the government thought that he was making money, and later on they just dismissed his case.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think I heard about it. That's super cool.
Yep. So a lot of stores would accept that as actual
Okay.
money. So I guess it's kind of the same thing there.
So how much gold value is in there? It's like it's not plated or anything, so you could actually kind of touch it. It's not gonna rub off versus those plated gold
Yeah,
bills.
exactly. So you would need 1,000 of them to make an ounce. So if you divide 18.21, which is the current spot price, and you divide that by 1,000, current gold value is $1.82 a piece on those.
That's a gold value, but what about collectability? Does it has any of it in it, like a premium, or not so much?
So they do bring a premium. I'm actually not 100% up to date on the market of these currently. I know I've had some in the past that I sell for around $4 to $7 range. Just
Okay.
depending. I don't know what the.
I was thinking they were about $5. You
Yeah.
know, even on eBay, I think you can get them. Really hard to get them, but around $5. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know when they first came out, like right when they came out, they're bringing a little bit extra, and then the price kind of came down.
Yeah,
So
I think so too.
I would say around $4 or $5 is the good average going rate currently.
So how much would you buy it for me? I know you gotta make profit as well.
Yeah, on these, I think people find it interesting enough that, I would buy them at $4 and sell them for $5 here.
Okay.
And just, people that want to buy gold but don't want to spend a ton of money on gold is kind of a perfect situation.
Okay, let's do it. So how many do I have over here?
Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 4 times 19, $76.
That's awesome. I'll do it. Okay.
All right, we'll add it to the total.
So I have a question. I have this bunch of junk silver. I want to sell it, but I really hard to understand the value of the actual 90% silver, how to buy it and how to sell it.
Yeah, so it can be pretty confusing because these coins, they were minted coins that were used in circulation and as actual money back in the day. So it's not like the new stuff where it tells you that it's, the 99% pure and how much it weighs.
Yeah.
This, you just look at it and have to know enough information to know that it's made out of silver and how much it weighs.
Yeah.
So that's where it gets a little bit confusing. And then also things you have to factor in is because these coins were handled, you can have ones that get more worn down.
Yeah.
And then you can have ones that are in really nice shape. So ones in really nice shape technically have more silver because they weren't circulated or handled for 50 or 100 years.
Yeah, so how do you assess whenever you buy a whole bunch, some worked out completely? When you buy it, this is what I was talking about.
So what we can do is just kind of dump out a little bit of this here.
Okay.
And I can give you some examples of what we look for.
And I have some mercury dimes, but none of those key dates, so they're kind of the same, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll look through it and see if there are any key dates, but there's only like 3 or 4 key dates.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you look through them. There is none.
Oh, okay. So condition is going to be everything on these coins. So what I'm going to try to do is find an example, like right here. You can see that one. It's probably hard to see in the camera, but that's like a mint state coin.
Yeah.
So that one's never really been handled. So it would have a more silver content
Yes.
to it. Now, because this coin is a later coin, it doesn't really have a collector value because it's in a high grade, because a lot of these are in high grade because you just see them in that shape a lot. You have the one like this right
Worked
here.
out completely.
Yeah, and these coins, a lot of times you'll see on some coins where the dates get worn off,
Yeah.
but on these coins you can have them get really worn and it'll still have the date, which meant that it was a good design. But as you can see, there's hardly any details in the face at all.
Yes.
You can hardly even see
it's
your
really
eyes
bad
anymore.
quality.
Exactly. So technically, if you were to weigh this one and weigh this one, they would weigh differently.
Yeah.
But then you have another thing to factor. This is a lot newer coin. This one's an older coin.
Okay.
So because it's an older one, you can sell it, pretty easily also. So even though it has less silver, it would sell for the same amount.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it's mix it all up and it's gonna be averaged out. So when I would buy let's say a certain amount of silver, how would you sell them to me? Like, let's say I want like a tube of 10 cents silver coins. How much would it be?
Yeah, so shops typically go about it two ways. One, they'll either weigh a bag up,
Okay.
and then they'll calculate it based upon weight.
Okay.
And that factors, you know, you have stuff higher grade and stuff lower grade, and you figure the exact weight, or you can figure it at the times face amount. So we figure at the times face amount, it kind of works out to the same either way.
Okay.
Because we're the same price, whether you get a really good one or a more worn one, but it kind of is all mixed together, so you get a little bit of everything.
Okay.
It's kind of the same with weight.
So what happens when it's all in the paper? You have to do face, or you would have to take them all out?
So when we buy it or sell it, we figure it by the face value.
Okay.
So we don't have to pop these out. We
Okay.
probably still would later on, just because it's easier to sell it that way.
Okay.
It doesn't take up as much space. Right now, we sell 90% silver per dollar's worth is $21.
Okay.
So every dime, for example, is $2.10.
Okay.
And that's like if people buy little bits at a time. If they buy volume amounts, we usually go anywhere between 19 and a half to 20 times face.
Okay.
So that's kind of like the starting point that we have, and then based upon volume, we go down from there.
Okay.
The silver value in these right now is $1.70 per coin.
Okay. $1.70. So what would you buy them for me then? If it's valued at $1.70, what would you buy them?
So the silver value is $1.70. We sell it for around 20 to 21 times face, which is around $2, $2.10.
Okay.
We would buy them at $1.80 right now.
Okay.
So it's above
That's
the
cool.
silver
I
value.
never thought about it. I
Yeah.
honestly thought it would be below when I sell it to you.
Yeah, and it also just depends who you sell to.
That's cool.
Some shops are way back, some pay over,
Okay.
some pay right at spot.
Depends of the season too. Sometimes silver hard to sell, easy to sell. Okay.
Exactly, and it depends how much a shop has. Like,
Okay.
if you have a ton of it, they might not want to pay strong to buy even more of it if they haven't sold what they already have.
Okay, makes sense. And let's. How much is this wallet?
So the quarters in there, as long as they're all 90%, like
Yeah.
we'll check. Then you got $17 is like the silver value. You divide that by 4. That means right now the silver value per quarter is $4.25.
Okay. Wow.
And we pay $4.50 right now, and we sell them for around $5.
Okay.
$5.25, right in that range.
That explains a lot. I kind of
Yeah.
get it. And that way, if I forget, I can go back and look that video and understand again.
Exactly.
So let's sell them and see how much I get. I have 2 full bags of them. I've been collecting them for a couple of years now. Oh, look, there's a $50. We'll take that out. But yeah, we'll go through it and we'll let you know how much it's going to be worth. So we have how many 10 cents do we have?
So you got the dimes here, here, and here. There was 829 dimes. Combine all those. And then in the quarters, which was there and there, you had 178 quarters. And the total face value was $127.40. And then you times that number by 18, which is $2,293.20.
Wow, not bad. For all of these coins, so
Yep.
2,300.
Sure adds up a lot compared
Yeah.
to if you were back in the 60s, you'd only get $127 for it.
Yeah, inflation. So it's worth just saving them. Fun.
Exactly.
So that's awesome. We're gonna talk about 1 kilos. So I have a 1 kilo, like somebody made their own bar. This is a high mint, like nothing super special, and 1 coin, 1 kilo. I wanna see the difference in the price on all of them.
Sure. So yeah, you have 3 different types. You have like a hand poured homemade type of one. You have one Ohio Precious Metals, which is a private mint that's no longer in business. And then you have the Australian Kookaburra, which is made by the Australian Perth Mint. So that's actual government issued kilo coin.
Oh, okay. It's 2021, $30. Yes, so
Yeah.
it is a coin, a kilo coin.
Exactly. So basically, that would be the one that sells for the most, and then that
Even
would,
though it's all the same amount of.
yeah, because you have the same amount of silver, but it's sort of like we've talked in the past a little bit how branding or like the name or the design kind of helps the value of it. So the fact that this is made by a government, being the Perth Mint, and this is just made by who knows what or who made it.
Yeah, it's like not guaranteed something inside it. You have to have a machine to test it, right?
Exactly. So, you know, whoever made this didn't have any regulations in making that. They could have filled it with copper or something like that. There's no way of really proving that. This one is made by a government, so it has a little bit stronger backing. And then that's kind of in the middle of the two of them, because it's a company that was certified to deal in precious metals, so they should have higher quality silver. But still, it's not as guaranteed as it would be coming from like a government issued type of coin or round.
Especially nobody tried to fabricate the actual money too, so it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Because if they do copy that, then they're copying money, which is then completely illegal.
Yeah. So let's see, let's sell them, see what you're going to give them.
Yeah, so I kind of did a little bit of pre-calculations here. This one here, because of it being a hand-poured bar, we actually would only get to sell it for pretty much the silver value, because people, most of the time when they're looking to buy this type of stuff, they want something like this or something like that. So if we're going to sell it just for the silver value, then we're a little bit back of the silver value. So right now on that one, it's, let's see, it'd be $22 an ounce.
Okay.
And spot is 23 an ounce.
Wow, it just went up.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it just went up a little bit. So on that bar, it'd be $707.30.
Which is really bad, because UpMax sold it to me for the mystery silver kilo, and they gave it to me this one and this one. So yeah, I lost about $50 on that at least.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, what about that one? Because I also bought it from a mystery, you know, those random generic silver kilo.
Yeah, I see they like to
Stiff you with one of these. I'm done testing them out. I know they're gonna give you junk. So what about that?
So that one there, because it is branded, would be more money. So that one, we're actually at spot plus $1 right now. So it's $771.60, so $771. And if you divide that, that's $24 an ounce on that. So you're about $2 per ounce more on that than you are.
That's good. So what's the total on that?
$771.60.
So what's the difference between two? So just to remember.
771.60 minus 707.30. $64.30 difference.
So I think it's a better investment on that one, unless you didn't overpay on this. And the top one, how much would this one be? They sell on eBay. I see like eBay overpriced, and they have to pay all the fees and all the shipping, but like $1,200, something like that, $1,300. But some people even sell them for $2,000, so it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, and with the kookaburras, usually as they get older, they increase in value. So like if you had some of these from like
that's true. That's true.
The older ones really jump up, and they make a much lower mintage of these. So that one, it's not super old, of course, because it's just last year's. And we're just started in 2022 now. The problem that we always face too is that kilos are kind of an odd weight, so you have to explain to people that they're 32.15 ounces.
So harder to sell.
It is a bit harder to sell, especially like in a shop, because you got to explain it to people, and then you have a much narrower audience. But that one still does bring quite a bit more than.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that one there, we would be at 875.
Okay.
Which is 2.15, which is 27.21 an ounce.
Okay, 27 an ounce, which is not bad, considerably speaking. Is silver spot is $23 right now.
Yeah, so basically
that makes sense.
We're at spot plus about $4.20 an ounce on those right now. Okay,
well, let's wrap this up. I'll keep this one.
Sounds good.
Yeah, thank you, Dylan. So that hopefully it's explained to you all and to me. I really like learning about it. So
exactly, and there's always a lot of things to learn about with this stuff. And of course, if you're selling it yourself, that's always the way to get the most money. And a lot
Except
of
I'm gonna sit on it for about 3-4 months before it's gonna go. So
Yeah,
if I need cash, it's a lot easier to drop it off here. So yeah.
Definitely. Well, I appreciate it too.
Oh yeah, thank you.